Hello, Commanders. Welcome to the fourth episode of No Jin, No Win. In this video, I'll be showcasing a game against a former rank 1, or I think he might be rank 1. I haven't checked the leaderboard, but against a pretty prominent Apex player that is on top of the leaderboard, Yum Yum here. And in this game, I'll be displaying an example of the power of RNG, or the power of Tenyo's headdress. Of course, one probably has themselves experienced that power of RNG, but for those that haven't, you'll see what that means in a second. So on my team, I have Elwin, Wetham with Air Slash and Crush, standard Yulia loadout, Rio with 3C and the range stun attack and adversity, Sophia with Shrine Maidens, and the 2-2-1 loadout. So one thing to note is I forgot that the 3C was the skill that you need to actually make your Sophia's defense buff and heal effect buff be not strippable. So that was actually a mistake on my end. Yum Yum has Jintoki with his standard loadout, Accelerated Aid, Epsilon, Air Slash Lost Ham, Obero, and Wet Ham with Annihilation. And pay attention to this Wet Ham. Seemingly has a SSM, which will come up pretty important in a bit. So he does have Obero, forcing me to go to him. Reason I brought Mass Resist was because of the Lost Ham stun. So here I go in thinking that I could kill the enemy ham. So even though he did have SSM, so of course it's going to miss by a mile. Even without the SSM, this is a little sus. It's not guaranteed kill due to the fact that I am using gargoyles and I am using air slash. And ranged attacks do usually have a... I don't know the exact specifics, but these range attacks that have the not affected by melee damage reduction usually have some sort of I haven't confirmed this myself, but I've heard that it's there's like a penalty of some sense in that the troops and your heroes end up targeting the same troop of the enemy, and as a result, you won't be able to output as much damage. But anyhow, someone that knows the exact information can confirm this. So yeah, I do end up missing the kill here, which is kind of sad. Well, not sad. Sad in the terms of me probably losing the game. But let's see what happens. So I actually live the Elham. Barely live. Let's see if this is a 6-star. I'm not familiar with Elham's star, but maybe this is a 5 or 6. But anyhow, missed kill on both sides. So this Elwin move here is to... I assume he wouldn't take the bait, but if Elham tries to... If Wetham tries to kill my Elwin, high probability it's not going to kill. So I don't think he would try doing that. And instead, he goes for the more safer approach, which is simply just kill my ham with his AoE. So again, like I said earlier, the fact that this Wetham had a SSM was something I didn't actually pay attention to. So prior to this move, and prior to when I attacked with my ham, I was always under the assumption that he had more reach than me, when in fact, I actually had more reach than him. And notice the Twilight Star Elwin. I was experimenting with some tech. So what I did here... So I did not utilize the attack first from Elwin. Originally, this was actually kind of like a, I want to call like it was I kind of bailed out. So notice how I moved my unit here, right? Originally, I was planning on killing either Lost Ham or Oboro. The problem with that is, if I do kill them, this activates Jintoki. My Rio and my so Rio is not under talent yet, so there is a chance that I cannot well, chances are I won't tank the Rio. So me killing Elham Oboro may not be the best move. Killing Oboro is actually not bad here. However, Ham is still, to me, one of the bigger threats due to Annihilation being a very, very annoying skill to use. So when I moved here, I changed my mind and opted to at least try to kill the Ham. I didn't expect to not kill the Ham, so that was very interesting. However, this is good. Again, the Jintoki is not able to act again, and the Wet Ham is actually... Let's see, wait. Okay, so I intentionally did not use the skill so that I couldn't... So that the Jintoki wouldn't act again. Basically, yeah. If I used the skill, this Ham would have died and the Jintoki would have been alive. Whether or not Jintoki kills my Elwyn, I'm not so sure if that is the case. But I just don't want the Jintoki to go into transformation state. So yeah, this is a quick kill. And the other advantage of, well, not really an advantage, but let me see. Okay. I wonder why he decided to melee me as opposed to using the skill. Yeah, because he meleeed me with the skill. Technically, you could have moved here or here and meleeed me, and my units still couldn't reach. But anyhow, at this point, he still has the upper hand, in my opinion. I lost the unit. He hasn't lost anybody yet. So I have turn trial. And I get rid of the Ham. So again, I think the plays I made previously may not have been the most optimal, so to speak. But nonetheless, yeah, so 4v3 right now, and honestly, he has the advantage. I have to slowly creep up to him, and he still has a fully enraged Jintoki, Lost Ham with one attack skill, and Oboro is almost ready. So here's the first RNG proc. So let's notice the range of my Rio before the Tenyo's proc. I could not reach anybody. After the Tenyo proc, I could reach everybody on the map, including the Jintoki that's stowed away. So now it forces him to do something. He tries to kill my Rio. But of course, you know, castle wall, very OP. So no, does not kill, not close. I move my Yulia up. Tries to kill my Rio again. Does not kill. The AoE is, however, you know, able to damage my units. Okay, so now I have a couple different options right now. I could either kill the Oboro with Yulia, or I can try to stun or so killing someone now with Rio is possible. I could kill the Pepsi, or I could technically... So I don't think I can kill the Elham because the Lost Ham does have fast attack speed, so I might get counter-killed. Or I could go stun Jintoki, because if I don't stun the Jintoki, let's say I kill Pepsi, Jintoki would just kill me afterwards. So then it's not as advantageous. I do end up taking the safer route and basically just use Yulia and heal up my units. So yeah, 83%. So here, I remember earlier how I was talking about how I originally thought that the Sophia buffs were only undispellable if you had the 3C up. So if I had brought the 3C here, these might have been different. Due to the fact that I am lacking that extra 30% defense buff. I'll take a look at the ticks later, but me on a castle wall with 30% defense from Sophia's buff could make a big difference. Because Jintoki does have the 5 enemy dispel. If I have the undispellable defense buff, it'll still be there. Okay, so now it's Yulia versus the world. I get my clock. And I get another sexy Tenyo's proc. Added by a notoriously OP Thorns proc that counter kills the Elham. So now it's 2v2. So yeah, so far I would say RNG has been in my favor a lot. He pushes me back. Gets rid of my second life. Again, Tenyo's proc. That's the power of Tenyo's proc. Without the Tenyo's proc, there was no way of me actually getting out of this, I would say, situation, so to speak. So let's say, okay, Tenyo proc. Without the Tenyo proc, I would have not been able to cross this, like, I guess roadblock he set for me. Even before that turn, let's see. I'm trying to decide if, without the Yulia Tenyo's proc, was there a way for the Pepsi to basically hide? So yes, so technically he could have hit here or somewhere else next turn. But yeah, Tenyo's proc OP, like I said. And now it's pretty much just Yulia versus Sophia, which is, it's certain speak to my favor, depending on how you look at it. I did have turn prile, so pretty much, if he had turn pile, it might have been different because he could have tried stalling for his cooldown. So yeah, my Yulia is able to scrape away this victory with no lives left. Well, she has her last remaining life being this life. And yeah, that is game. So a very good display of RNG. Without the RNG, there was no way close that I was winning this game. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.